Hello everyone, this is Robert Deschamps. Today's coffee drop is Peet's Coffee and Tea. And here's a picture of Peet's. You got your Peet's components. Of course, my grilled cheese sandwiches don't have a name on the wrapper, but it's a grilled cheese sandwich. Like all the others, some of the other establishments around, they always got the beginning of how these coffee shops got started. And Peet's is one of the ones that started in the 60s. 1966, supposed to be San Francisco area base. It actually started in Berkeley. Peet is a person's name. But they really didn't sell coffees back in those days. They were selling coffee beans. I guess they do certain things to the bean, but Peet's was a particular black, I think a black bean that they pre-roasted and made it even robust than what it is. And so they sell these beans to different coffee houses like what the other coffee houses are today. So they sell certain beans so that each coffee place can have a certain taste, such as your Starbucks, your coffee bean and tea leaf, and all the other places that sell coffees. Well, anyway, Peet's sold coffee beans, but there was one other person that was also selling coffee beans, and that was Schultz. Schultz, the famous Starbucks person who was involved in Starbucks for quite a while. And at one time, they both these companies, when they first started out, were in just the bean business. So I don't even think Schultz wasn't exactly. I think he was getting his start in the business, but then he was starting to selling beans, and then he started forming his own little bitty company once he got some experience also. Well, both of these people, Peet's and Schultz, also became workers of Starbucks because there was another company that bought Starbucks, if I'm getting this right, and some of Peet's places because they had good, robust bean entrepreneurship, I guess what you want to call it. They know how to make the bean just right. But then again, the business didn't go right after Peet sold his business some years back. Schultz bought some of Peet's business and bought some Starbucks businesses. And so Schultz started his own company. It had a whole new different name. But then again, some other company came back and bought Starbucks exclusively, and Peet got his businesses back, I believe. And so he was a real good fighter in making sure that the business thrived. And so up formed Peet's Coffee and Tea, and Starbucks was its own entity. Now, that sounds kind of strange, but I guess businesses take over one another, and then they split, and then they become better at what they do, and then some just dissolve altogether like a monopoly. But anyway, I know for a fact that Peet's Coffee used to be a staple here back, I think, some years ago at the Huntington Gardens. So whenever you wanted to buy coffee, Peet's had their little coffee carts around here, and you could buy their coffees. I always wondered why the coffees were so expensive, because it's just like any other place. It's just like Peet's, just like Starbucks, Yum Yums, Winchell's, you name it. All the coffee places who make fraps and regular coffee, they all using the same sort of bean from one another. And so I always wondered why everything was so expensive, but that's why it's expensive, because coffee beans, the way they roast them and all that type of stuff, dictate the flavor and the price of the bean. So yeah, Peet used to be a contract staple here at the Huntington Garden, and of course they got contracted out some years later by another conglomerate, Bon Appetit, and that's a whole new different ball game. Well, anyway, I'm gonna taste this right now. I just got the regular mocha frap. I didn't want to get the all the other flavors. Now, there is a tiny bit of difference in the flavors. It is a different taste from the other coffee companies that I've tried so far. Now, the cheese toast, actually, it's egg and cheese. Forgot. It's egg and cheese. It's pretty good. About 3 something. All these came to around $9. $9, no, $10, $10 something. Anyway, I got $9 and some change back. I think it was $10.03, $10.03 something. Well, anyway, that's my talk for the coffee drop for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't want to extend this more than it need to be. Coffee drop, Peet Coffee and Teas. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later, folks, in my next video.